In this episode, we're talking about the AI uprising as we discuss the top 5 implications of ChatGPT on Web3. Number 5 is intelligent automation. AI systems can help automate repetitive and time-consuming tasks on Web3 platforms, such as customer support, transaction processing, and inventory management. By automating these tasks, Web3 platforms can save time and resources, allowing them to focus more on strategic initiatives. Number 4 is improved content creation. AI systems can help generate high-quality content for Web3 platforms, such as product descriptions, blog posts, and social media updates. With the help of natural language generation technology, AI systems can create content that is both informative and engaging. Number 3, efficient data analysis. AI systems can help analyze the large volumes of data generated on Web3 platforms. By using machine learning algorithms, AI systems can extract valuable insights from data and help developers make informed decisions. Number 2 is enhanced security. AI systems can help enhance security on Web3 platforms by detecting and preventing fraudulent activities, such as phishing, scams, and hacking attempts. AI-powered security systems can help analyze user behavior and detect anomalies that can indicate malicious intent. And coming in at number 1 is improved user experience. AI systems can help improve the user experience on Web3 platforms by providing personalized recommendations, intelligent search results, and real-time assistance. With the help of AI systems, Web3 platforms can deliver a more personalized experience that adapts to the user's preference and behavior. Overall, AI systems like ChatGPT help improve the user experience, enhance security, enable efficient data analysts, improve content creation, and enable intelligent automation on Web3 platforms. These benefits can ultimately drive the adoption and growth of Web3. Now for my savvy financiers in the audience who are asking themselves, hey, fununcle, how do I get some financial exposure to this artificial intelligence boom with a Web3 focus? I'm glad you asked, because there are artificial intelligence cryptocurrencies you can buy right now, some of which are up over 900% in 2023 alone. That's right, in a nasty bear market where everything's red and the sky is falling, these artificial intelligence tokens are up 900% on the year. Which ones, you might ask? I'm glad you did. I've got top 5 listed right here. Nice little snack for you guys. First one is Graph token at number 5, up 60% on the month. Let's go, Graph. Another old school player, Ocean Protocol here, 123%. On the month, we got Fetch AI, call sign FET. That's up 188% in 30 days. Let's go. Singularity Net, call sign AGIX. We got 272% in the previous 30 days. And our number 1 token, Artificial Liquid Intelligence ALI, 285 on the month. This one specifically is backed by Mark Cuban and uses artificial intelligence to make a procedurally generated metaverse. So wherever you go, new portions of the map, the NFTs or digital collectibles you may win along the way will be created by artificial intelligence. And if you want to buy some of the stock or cryptocurrency in this company, you do so through the call sign ALI. These are plays you definitely do not want to sleep on in 2023. Now here's the fununcle hot take of it all. There are 2 schools of thought about artificial intelligence right now. One is saying, wow, what an awesome resource. I cannot wait to incorporate this into my daily life. And then there's this other school of thought that's just like, oh crap, here comes artificial intelligence to replace us completely. We're all out of the job. And sure, those are legitimate concerns. We had the same problem with longshoremen whenever we had big robots come into our shipping yards and start moving containers off of ships. We had the same concerns whenever digital kiosks were incorporated into stores. Now there's just a touch screen for customers to check themselves out. Whenever that happened, people were concerned like, oh no, grocery attendants are out of the job, when in actuality, it had the opposite effect. Now, these stores were able to see more people per hour. They had more lanes for checkout, and people felt more comfortable coming into the store. whether they were an introvert who didn't like human interaction, or they were just a stoner who wanted to get their chips and get out of there, the touchscreen kiosks actually had the opposite effect. They had to hire more people at grocery stores to stock the shelves, to manage the systems, to police this wide birth of new people coming into their store every single day. And it had the opposite effect. And so I look at artificial intelligence as a new tool we'll add to our arsenal. Like with scientists, for example. Scientists want to do more science, but they actually have to split their time with these journal entries. They have to do the science and then write a journal article to then legitimize their science. But now they have ChatGPT. They can write, do all the science, the stuff they actually want to do, and then ask ChatGPT to free up their time so they can do more science. And this is just going to provide more to everyone. We'll be able to service more people. We'll be able to get more done. We will be more productive. And I think it'll have a net positive on the human species. And the other thing about artificial intelligence is that human beings are more sustainable of intelligence than computers are. What do I mean by that crazy statement? Well, human beings are biodegradable. We can go back into the soil, become a plant, feed the next generation, and a new human being can be born every single day almost. With artificial intelligence, we need xenon to focus the lasers, to etch these little nodes onto a computer processor that's made of like cobalt and copper and gold, resources that are becoming fewer and far between. And it's going to get to the point where we won't be able to make enough computer chips to service the artificial intelligence need. It will become so expensive to make these chips that it'll be individual countries deciding when, where, and how these chips will be built. And so human beings are this replaceable intelligence. It's going to be better for us in the long run to just focus on education systems and training up future generations to be smarter than it will be to put effort and energy into growing these artificial systems. And that's something that time will tell. Maybe we will mine an asteroid and find more resources, or come up with a new piece of technology that will help us streamline or make processors out of something that's widely available, like granite or something like that. How cool would it be? Just like we could just pick up a whole handful of stones from the ocean and just turn them into computer chips. Who knows? Crazier stuff has happened. We made nuclear bombs. We put man on the moon. I'm insanely excited about what the future lies ahead for artificial intelligence. Sign this fun uncle up. And now it's time for some Web3 news, and it starts with a bunch of money falling out of the sky, dump truck style, into the Web3 space as BitDAO Mantlecore proposes a $200 million Web3 fund. We have India Web3 Gaming Studio as a $150 million valuation. We have Blockdo Web3 cross-chain wallet with $80 million investment. Hong Kong is going to accelerate Web3 innovation in the region with $50 million spend, and a play-to-earn game, EVE Online creator raises $40 million to create Web3 EVE game. This is a video game with a $40 million, and then Hong Kong threw another $50 million at it. It seems like every time I do a Web3 news update segment, there is hundreds of millions of dollars just falling out of the sky into the Web3 space. Almost weekly, it seems like. 100 million there, 80 million there, we got 50 million, $40 million there. Money is dumping into the space. They see the play here. And you should too, is really what I'm trying to tell you, is this next bull run is going to be insane, and we're going to have just monstrous highs for the Web3 space. Just glorious. A glorious heaven awaits us in the Web3 space that's funded by these venture capital agencies right here. Our first main story is more money stuff going on. MasterCard, Visa, Inc. Fresh crypto debit card with Web3 startups. First, they laugh at you. Right? The big guys, they laugh you out of the room. And then you come back stronger and they're like, oh no, he's an enemy. He's an adversary. We should try to stop him. And then he becomes so powerful that they're like, hey, if we can't beat him, join him. And that's what's going on here with this Visa MasterCard play. They finally were just like, we can't beat him. Everyone's going to win. We're all going to make a whole bunch of money if we just incorporate them into our financial instrument. It's better. It's faster. It's the future. Let's just do it already. And you know what? Thank you, Visa and MasterCard, for legitimizing cryptocurrencies and the Web3 space. You're right. Soon, everybody will figure it out. We have a new bull run coming our way, maybe as early as 2026. And you might be able to just buy it with your credit card and use it with your credit card, pay your mortgage and your car payment with your credit card with cryptocurrency, of course. That's going to be pretty cool. It's coming, guys, and it looks a little bit like this. Polygon and Immutable X partner on Web3 gaming. This one really stood out to me because Immutable, for the longest time, has been to help streamline Ethereum-based play-to-earn gaming. They are there to make the transactions faster and cheaper because at times Ethereum can be bogged down with all these other transactions it's doing. So the gas fees are so high and they take so long. So Immutable just said, hey, we'll take care of it for you. And Polygon, being a layer 2 on Ethereum, is now partnering with Immutable X, tells me that they want to make these transactions cheaper and faster, which means we have a stratospheric-esque boom coming our way in the play-to-earn gaming space soon. And it's going to be on the back of Polygon and Immutable X's partnership that's happening right now. And then Sony's latest NFT patent push suggests that Web3 path for PlayStation. Well, duh. It's like the best way to do what they're doing right now, like trading and buying different skins for your character and your weapons, and then like transferring your player profile from one console to the next is basically what Web3 is doing, but even better and faster and cooler. So of course Sony should get their booty hind in the biz. They're going to be losing money if they don't. You don't want to fall behind because Microsoft is reportedly testing Edge browser Web3 wallet integration. This isn't just like a plugin or something you can download after the fact. This mofo freaking Web3 wallet is going to be integrated into Microsoft's software. And then you couple that with my main story today about artificial intelligence. Microsoft's dumping billions of dollars into ChatGPT to put it into their Bing software. So I see Microsoft being the #1 player in the artificial intelligence space soon, going to beat out Google, but also they're going to take all of that intellectual capital and then use it to parlay into the Web3 space as well. Microsoft, I see you. Nice work. Doing dope stuff. Keep it up, dog. And our last story here is stop calling them NFTs. Web3 gaming CEO speaks out amid gamer backlash. Yeah, because NFTs are getting a bad rap. You know, there's a couple bad apples that made the whole thing look nasty. And now anytime you bring up NFTs, you get a whole bunch of chads just yelling at you about, rugs and being a sociopath. And you're like, no, man, the technology, dude, you really got to focus on the technology. And I think the problem is that the name NFT is just so tarnished. We got to call them something else. Let's just like strip away the past. Let's change our name, dye our hair, move to another city, start anew, and call ourselves something else. And a lot of companies just call them digital collectibles now, which I think is great. Your Sony digital collectibles and your Microsoft digital collectibles that are on the blockchain. That's probably the path moving forward. Enough trying to like marketize, some cool hip lingo. Let's call them what we are, digital collectibles on the blockchain that are better, faster, cooler, sexier, hotter, hipper, cooler, and doper, and now and hotter. So that's it for Web3 news, guys. I want to end on this story. Let's dive into my favorite part of the show. That's right. It is time for my favorite part of the Hizzo in the hizzy. It is the Web3 Lounge, where I'm just kicking it, updating y'all on where I've been at. Where you at, fununcle? Where you been? You good? Crazy good, actually. Insane good. Almost like when one door closes, two more open, but in my case, it was like 5. And it's just been 14-hour days working on projects that are enhancing my life, enhancing my career, giving me these kind of things that like I'll look back on my deathbed and be like, wow, I'm so proud I did those. And unfortunately, whenever I'm making time for new stuff, Fununcle's the first one to go. Sorry. I stopped doing fununcles and then I start cutting back on sleep, like that kind of thing. And then I'm eating less. I had a show last week where I was just straight up just sleeping in my chair, and I would have someone come by and wake me up when there's 30 minutes before the show goes live. And that was Emerald City Comic-Con last week. I was production manager on that, and I did this documentary film about the Native American Indians out of Alaska, the Koniag tribe. And KitchenAid commercial. I did a trip to Philadelphia for the Magic the Gathering World Championship esports tournament, where I was a video engineer on that. And then I had a wedding in Austin, Texas, too, in the mix. And then yeah, it's been a wild one, honestly. Just so much stuff has been happening that I'm sorry. I neglected my Web3 family, but I wanted to get back on the saddle. This is something I've been thinking about for a while when I'm like in bed at 1 a.m. just being like, should I do an episode of Fununcle this week? And then maybe be like, no, man, you have to be at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. There's no way you could do this. And so finally I've got a little bit of breathing room. You know, I've caught up on sleep, getting an episode of Fununcle out there. Like this week's looking pretty legit. I love getting back on the saddle and talking to y'all. Thank you everyone who has hit me up on Discord. Kane Mayfield, shout out to you. He hit me up on Instagram and was just like, yo, where you at? And I was like, hey, Kane, it's good to hear from you, man. Thank you so much for checking on me. But I'm great. I'm just busy as hell and working on some really cool stuff that unfortunately takes precedent over Fununcle. My company, Enrich Studios, is just blowing up this year. And I don't brag about it a lot, but I should be bragging about it more because it's my baby. I've been working on it since 2012, and I've now grown this great list of, clientele. And not only that, I am getting really good at this stuff. I'm now, doing the jobs of 2 or 3 different people on these esports shows and live broadcasts. And people really look to me for advice on things. And so they're bringing me on more projects just to be like a consultant on things. And it just boils down to like, I'm doing it for so long, second nature. I kind of know, let's do this camera shot from over here. We're going to add this B-roll on top, graphic sequence here. It's going to look like this, these color templates and font sizes. And it's just kind of, bada bing, bada boom, And what's great about that, because it's second nature, is whenever I'm super exhausted on these shows and everyone's running on zero sleep and they can't think straight and things are going wrong, I still have this instinct almost. Even though I'm not awake, I can still be like, that's wrong. That you're doing, needs to be fixed, and this is what we got to do to fix it. And I do it in a Fununcle way. I don't like bark at people. I'm kind of like, what's a dingleberry mess over here, kids? It's how the audio's not working on these records. Does anyone else notice that? The audio's not working over here. And I think that's why they keep hiring me in, because when shit's going wrong and the bullets are flying, I can always be like, hey, well, no one died today. You know what I'm saying? Life is still good. We're doing all right. And I want to pour that same positivity back into Web3. The community has been so good to me. I'm grateful to have just this opportunity to make episodes of Fununcle, talk about Web3 and interact with all y'all. And so I'm just grateful to everyone. GIF, Nifty Q, Llama, Hash Rhymes, Marty McFly, Jessica Trowski, Kane Mayfield, like everyone who's reached out and wished me well and is rooting for me. Jacob, the backbone of Web3, who's keeping the ship alive, even when we've got people at ETH Denver and people are getting sick over here and I'm not showing up to do Fununcle episodes. Jacob's still keeping the ship alive. Like, I'm so thankful we have this community, our vibe, our tribe, keeping it together, even during the darkest days of the bear market. Gets me excited about where we will be during the bull market. I hope I'm doing episodes like this a couple times a week whenever things get better. But right now, it's just a logical move. I got to focus on my business. I may or may not have met a lady over the holidays, and I'm already saying too much. No one watches these segments anyways, so I can kind of speak my mind a little bit. But thanks, you guys. Honestly, love you so much. It was fun getting back on the saddle. That's the heart. And more to come. Web3, freaking sick, dude. Freaking sick. Do you like crypto, NFTs, and video games? Well, the Fununcle YouTube page is your one-stop shop for all of my content across all networks and platforms. You want to make sure to hit the link down in the description below and join me today. You do not want to miss out on any of this content because I work diligently to demystify the complexities of blockchain technology.